Good afternoon. I'm Lisa Broom with the CBC News Break. A new dress code is in force for the PSV sector, and the Transport Authority is seeking full compliance by operators and conductors. The dress code, which came into effect yesterday, specifies that both male and female drivers and conductors must wear short-sleeved shirts with buttons. Men should wear ankle-length pants, while women have the option of ankle-length pants or knee-length skirts. Minister of Transport Michael Lashley tells CBC News standards across the spectrum are important. He says the matter of wearing uniforms is on the law books of Barbados.
If you check the road traffic regulations, once that uniform is approved by the authority, licensing authority, because of course the road traffic, the regulations for the Transport Authority Act, they are not enforced yet. So the road traffic regulations still stands. I want to make that clear. The road traffic regulations still stands with respect to uniforms until the Transport Authority regulations comes in force. Then the regulations of the Road Traffic Act will be repealed. So as it stands now today, the regulations, particularly relating to uniform under the Road Traffic Act, is still law. I want to say that to the owners, and I want to say that to the drivers and the conductors.
Mr. Lashley says there is a penalty in the regulation if the regulation is not adhered to.
It carries a maximum fine of $1,000. My view is that all it needs to be enforced. So the asking, and in fact, I want to compliment the Royal Barbados Police Force for having some meetings with us last week and looking into it and looking at ways and means how they're going to enforce it. It may not happen today, and particularly in terms of the enforcement, but I can guarantee you that the members of the Royal Barbados Police Force, they are looking at how they're going to have it implemented in terms of enforcement.
Meantime, the Association of Public Transport Operators maintains it should not have taken legislation for PSV operators and conductors to wear uniforms. It's a position Interim Chairman Maurice Lee says his association has supported, and he agrees regulation is important.
The workers can be prosecuted for not wearing the appropriate uniform, so we have to take a wait-and-see approach. I believe my position has not changed. One does not need legislation to dress properly. It should go without saying.
Well, it's off to court for a Jamaican national nabbed at the Grantley Adams International Airport, attempting to smuggle drugs into the island. Sydney Sylvester Simpson, 56 years old, arrived in the island on Thursday morning from Trinidad. He was interviewed by police and referred to the Queen Elizabeth Hospital, where he passed 132 packages of the drug that he had swallowed. The drugs weighed 2 pounds. The Jamaican is to appear at the District B Court, where he will face a number of drugs charges. Barbados will raise awareness and celebrate people with disabilities this month as activities to mark the month of the disabled got underway yesterday. A service held at the Vauxhall Methodist Church, attended by Minister of Social Care Steve Blackett, Barbadians and the various associations championing the causes of the differently abled. President of the Barbados Council for the Disabled and President of the Senate, Senator Kerry Ann Eiffel, encouraged Barbadians to reflect on the theme for the month, Here Today, Here to Stay, Come Get to Know Us.
Too often persons with disabilities are considered the them, the others, the outsiders, the misunderstood, the left out. This month, we invite all persons to get acquainted with the persons with disabilities in your communities, your workplaces, your schools, your children's schools, your churches, wherever you congregate, because disability is a fact of life.
Minister of Social Care Steve Blackett believes there's still some way to go in spite of the challenges people with disabilities have overcome over. Blackett told the congregation there is need for a conducive environment for all.
As a nation, we are about to celebrate 49 years of independence and the achievements made towards a better life for all. One of those achievements has been to create a society that has begun to include delivery on the rights of people with disabilities. To this end, my ministry, through the National Disabilities Unit, will continue to foster the integrative process by creating a supportive environment that will favor the integration and participation in society of all persons with disabilities.
Residents of one of the newest communities have banded together to ensure their development is always safe and remains a place to call home, as its slogan suggests. Coverley is the latest community to embrace the Neighborhood Watch scheme, launching the initiative in the presence of residents, the Royal Barbados Police Force, and representatives of the constituency of St. Philip West. Chairman of the Coverley Residents Association, Christopher Simmons, saluted the partners in the initiative and called on the residents there to ensure it remains active and relevant.
There is no doubt, therefore, that while the Resident Association Committee provides the leadership, this is and always will be a community project and a community achievement. And I thank you, residents, for your support and your participation thus far. It has been pivotal.
Acting Assistant Commissioner of Police, Euclid Thompson, welcomed the Neighborhood Watch and called on the body to ensure decisions are made in the best interest of all.
Instead of yielding to the views of an individual person. There's no doubt that when there's good communication, respect, and understanding amongst neighbors, the village structure tends to remain strong and secure. Use your resources skillfully to derive maximum benefit for all concerned. There have been a few reports of crime in this development, with one resident being the main target.
And Chairman of the Barbados Agricultural Development and Marketing Corporation, Sean Tudor, spoke on behalf of Minister of Agriculture and MP for the area, Dr. David Estwick. He told residents of Coverley their concerns are being addressed.
Dr. Estwick committed to assisting in reducing the areas of risk by improving the lighting, especially at that entrance on the other side. And I understand that the community has requested that, and also we're looking forward to an improved bus service, and you've asked what we think.
A word of advice to parents: pay closer attention to how you raise your children. It comes from Barbados' most recent centenarian, Sister Maisie Williams, who made the comments during a service of Thanksgiving and celebration in her honor at the Bank Hall New Testament Church of God. Tributes were paid in song and the administering of the word as the Lady of the Hour sat basking in the commendations. Ms. Williams says many of the youth are wayward because parents fail to administer the care and discipline needed for the child's development, and as a result, many of today's children are rebellious.
They can tell you I was an obedient child. Not like the children today. Not like the young people today. You can't say nothing to them. You can't speak to them. They're ready to pour in. They don't have no manners. They don't have no behavior. But that is not good. When you train up the child the way it should go, it keeps with them until old age. And I am an humble old lady here where I am.
In addition, Sister Williams says parents need to instill an attitude of hard work in their children. She says she was never a shirker when it came to work, as according to her, hard work never killed anyone, and her long life is testimony to that.
But I work hard. These hands work hard. Young people today don't want no work. They don't want to work, but they want money. You know what? They're doing bad to get the money. But do good, and good will attend you down to old age.
Time for a break now, but when we come back, we'll have news from the region and further afield. Stay with us.